Hi guys. So the last few days, as you know, have been a little bit intense. The coronavirus has us locked up at home. Not everybody is under quarantine. I live in Colorado. We're not even under quarantine. I have chosen to social distance myself because I have grandparents that I am very close to and that I see regularly. We haven't been going to stores. We haven't been going out and about. The only time we go anywhere is when we need groceries. We had a road trip planned. That's not happening anymore. And you know, once you get over the initial disappointment of it all, you realize that this is for the greater good. Being under quarantine, like, it's really not a fun thing. And I think a lot of that reason is because we like to be productive. We are taught to be productive and we're taught to go, 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 go. These moments teach us to slow down. They teach us to enjoy life, to smell the flowers, to listen to the birds chirp, to really enjoy and soak in the small things. And so I thought it'd be fun if I did a little video on my tips on how to survive quarantine. My first tip is to stay off of social media as much as humanly possible, especially first thing in the morning when you first wake up. If your kids don't have school right now, you have no reason to set an alarm. They'll wake you up. So just turn your phone off completely so that you're not tempted to look at it first thing in the morning, because I'm telling you, the negative effects that has on us is so crucial. When we choose to take in that information and all this news and all this hype and paranoia and hysteria and everything like that, when we choose to surround ourselves with that first thing in the morning, it's literally gonna affect our entire day. And take this from me because I've had to learn the hard way. So stay off of social media in the morning especially, and try to stay off of it during the day. I have gotten so hooked on Instagram these last few days. It's so unhealthy. I know it is, but you know, we're just at home all day. We're like, what do we do? But I really think there's so many other things that we can do with our time, and it can cause just so much uneasiness when we're just scrolling all day long and reading everyone's personal stories. It can also bring unity, and it can also be a great thing, but just be really mindful of how much time you are spending on social media and what are you investing that time into. Is it content that is inspiring or encouraging or motivational or positive, or is it content that's just gonna make you more anxious, more depressed, and make you feel more overwhelmed? My next tip or life hack is to get dressed first thing in the morning. You know, I was on the PJ trend. I really was for like the first 2 days. And then I realized that staying in my pajamas actually made me more tired. I was already like prepared mentally to go to bed because I had pajamas on. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Maybe you guys can be in pajamas all day and feel alive, and that's cool. Honestly, this is like the first time I've dressed myself in real clothes in the last 3 days, and I feel great. I took a shower, I blow dried my hair, I didn't do my makeup because letting that skin breathe, but got dressed. And seriously, I just feel so refreshed and I feel so amazing. Like, sometimes we just need to do those things, you know? If putting on makeup makes you feel better about yourself, put it on. These are the times when we should be doing the things that we love to do. Some of you may still be at work and have to work and all of those things, but when you get home from work, let's choose self-care. It's very important to be putting our basic essentials first in our life right now. I know in times of like crisis or stress, we can kind of just become a martyr to everybody else and just be like, well, you know, this life is crazy, so I just choose not to be present. And I think that in order to really survive and thrive in these situations, I think the more that we are just present, the more beneficial it is. Does that make any sense? Like, I feel like getting dressed makes me more present. I'm less tired. It just makes me feel like I'm alive. So do that thing that makes you feel alive. Try getting dressed, see if that helps. Take a shower, blow dry your hair. Just be nice and refreshed. Okay, so tip number 3. I shared this one of my Insta stories yesterday. This is one of my most favorite things to do in the entire world, and it's so freeing and rejuvenating, and so I know I had to share with all of you guys. Since we are in quarantine and we are trying to social distance, get into your car, roll all the windows down. I don't even care what the temperature is there, okay? I rolled down my windows last night. It was 39 degrees. There's no excuses for this exercise, okay? Roll down your windows, blast that music up, and just sing at the top of your lungs. It releases all the happy endorphins. It's literally like taking a happy pill or going to therapy. It's one of those free therapy things, and I'm telling you guys, it's so helpful. It's the best. So get your kids, load them up, and you guys can do it all together in the car. You're still under quarantine, or you can wait till they go to bed and then you can rock your mommy music and you can sing at the top of your lungs without your kids giving their opinion about your singing. Okay, because my kids like to do that. So if there's nothing else that you take away from this video, I hope that you just take away that, because yesterday I felt like I was gonna go insane from just being cooped up all day, and that really, it just rejuvenated me. It was great. Tip number 4, outside isn't canceled. So this kind of goes with just being able to get in your car and roll your windows down. You can still go on family walks. You can still go on family hikes. Really, the fresh air sometimes is all we need. And if the sun is shining, just that sun on our skin, there's nothing like it. It boosts our happiness. It's just so important to still get out with our kids, let them play outside, maybe take them to a playground that's deserted and no other kids are at. Bring your hand sanitizer. It's fine, it'll be okay. Even if it just entails opening up our windows or, you know, getting some fresh air throughout our house that way. Stop stressing about your lack of productivity right now. Realize that social distancing yourself is productive. It is the measure that you have to take right now, and you are choosing to do that, or you're in quarantine and you have no choice. But either way, that is you being productive. I'm not saying you have to be like completely lazy and just watch Netflix all day, but you really don't have to put so much pressure on yourself to finish all the things and do all the things. You know, I think honestly, this is one of those moments in life where God's kind of looking down and he's like, you guys have been so busy, caught up in your own lives, wrapped up in your own stuff. I want to give you an opportunity to connect again. I want to give you an opportunity to be present with each other again, to learn about each other again, to just be a family. So if we look at it from that perspective, instead of we have to be here because the government has told us to, or whoever has told us to, and we know that we're supposed to be here even though we don't want to be here, it changes your perspective on it, and it makes you realize that you are being productive by being mindful of how you are spending your time. And my last life hack is call your friends, call your family. Reach out to them on Instagram or Facebook or FaceTime, but there's really nothing like a good old phone call because they can hear your voice, you can actually connect. I think right now a lot of people are on their phones just kind of scrolling, and that's not always a great thing. And so being able to have human connection, since we can't see each other face to face, but being able to communicate with people via video like I'm doing right now or via phone, I really think that those things are very key right now to feeling like we can survive this, especially if you're an extrovert. I'm an introvert, so I've never had those problems. But my sister right now, she's stressing out a little bit internally. She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when everything closes down and I can't go anywhere and I can't see people. Like, that is just depressing to me. I honestly don't understand that, because I'm like, I prepared my whole life for this. Bring it on. But at the same time, like, I know even as an introvert that human connection is so important. You know, like I have 2 friends that I get together with every week, and we're not gonna be able to do that right now. That's hard, that's challenging. And it's going to catch up with us. You know, we're meant to have community. We're meant to be in connection with others. So don't stop calling people, don't stop checking in with people. If anything, do it even more so now, you know, because I think being alone, you know, not everybody has kids or has families. I think being alone can be very toxic. Just loneliness in general, you know, it's something that a lot of the general population feels. And so if we can just reach out to people, love people, then we're good. So I hope those life hacks were helpful. I honestly just pulled all of those out of my butt, but I wanted to get a video up today, and I figured this would be a good one to get up. So if you guys have any tips, any life hacks yourself during quarantine or social distancing, leave them in the comments down below. I'd also like to hear your guys' story. What's it like where you live right now? What's happening? Are you under quarantine? Like, are you under official quarantine and you can't leave your house? What's happening with all of you guys out there? Let me know. Follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting positive, happy, inspiring things over there. There will be no doom and gloom over on my page, so you never have to worry about that with me. I hope that you guys are staying safe, both physically and also mentally. It's important that we put our mental health in check during times like these, so I really hope that you are doing everything that you need to do to keep yourself where you need to be mentally. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video.